Hello guys and welcome back. So the tutorial of the octagon is again released. It is not the long sleeves one yet, but I provided more information about the first one and made some modification. So it is basically an upgraded version of the octagon number 1, the very first one. I made this one here for the thumbnail. I released it on my French channel, linked in the description. I made myself the subtitles and I'll let YouTube make the translation, but I checked it a little bit and it seemed very accurate. But you can tell me if anything is not clear enough, because now that I've learned how subtitles work, it will be easier for me to make the tutorials because I can explain more clearly in French and I can just add the subtitles in English. And I'm going to test with this one if it actually really works out, because I stutter a lot in English and it makes the tutorial videos very long, way too long. The process I had in the beginning was to shoot the video with no sound and afterwards add the comments in French and then add another comment in English, and I post on both my channels. But it seems to be a lot of work and I want to provide even more contents, but it's too much demanding. So I'm going to make this test to post on my French channel and add subtitles and count on YouTube to make it accurate. And if I have time, I will check out the translation to make sure it actually is good. So it is like the octagon shirt. Actually, it's short sleeves, but the proportion is of the cardigan. So it's like a small cardigan. And from there, you can add some length or here until I release the long sleeve version of the tutorial. It's coming soon. So I'm going to show you what I have until now. I filmed the tutorial of this. I didn't do the addition yet because I changed parts of the pattern again. And I'm wondering when this will be done, because as soon as I finish it, I find something I want to change. So that's why it takes so long, and that's why I make so much projects in between them, because I'm kind of fed up, you know. And in this one, as you can see, I show different stitches. I switch from granny stitch to other stitches, and that is the something new I brought here. But I changed the beginning of the crochet, so I need to figure out a final version and a way to make the assembly very regular. It's tiring, but not tiring like annoying. It is tiring like physically I'm tired. I need some vacation. And in my mind too. And my back hurt. It didn't happen during crochet, but at some other place. And I need to move a lot. I can't stay still for a very long time because it hurts. But I can't stand either. It's so annoying. It hurts. I can't wait to share it with you guys. I can share the tutorial of this long sleeve version. Look how cute this is, even though it's so small. And I really hope you will check out the tutorial of this, even just to make some feedbacks on the subtitles. And if it is actually accessible to beginner or more like intermediate, I don't know if my tutorials are actually that beginner friendly. I try to be, but I don't know. So tell me in the comments and comment on the tutorial video too if you want to. I hope you like this one too. Oh, straps in the back, and this time it's very regular. As you can see, I didn't start with a foundation chain. If you can see where the start is, it's right here. Actually, it's kind of invisible here, but it is a row in the center and not a foundation chain. That is one of the big improvements of this tutorial and pattern. I'm going to write the pattern too, so that you guys can follow with a written pattern if the tutorial is not clear enough. But Usually I try to put the same information in both, but with more structure in the written pattern. I don't know. And for this, I'm going to add some border. Here, I want to try some techniques I saw on TikTok, and I talked with the designer, and she's perfectly okay with me testing another variation of what she did. So now we're going to make the test. If what I think actually turns out okay. So basically what I want to do is to add 3 more rows around this to make the neck here like a little higher, and with a collar that goes a little bit up and eventually that can fold. I'm going to make 2 rows and we'll see if the 2 rows turn out how I think it would. And I'm going to add a final row, a third one, if the 2 rows actually are good. So this is acrylic yarn that I had for so long and that I'm using for my tests, as I don't really like the feel. And I don't know if you see, but I'm using a granny stitch classic, the classic granny stitch with chain 1 in between the granny stitches. And I'm really sorry if this is actually the granny stitch, like if I'm saying it wrong in my tutorials, as I say that the granny stitch is the cluster of 3 double crochets, is actually, maybe it's just a cluster of 3 double crochets, because someone told me in the comments it was just a cluster of 3 double crochets, and the granny stitch is actually with the chain 1, but it gives the kind of gives the same look. So with or without the chain 1, I think, tell me if I'm wrong, I think this pattern is still a granny stitch, even though it doesn't have the chain 1 in between the clusters. Tell me if I'm wrong. And the most important anyway is that people understand what I want to teach, no matter the terminology. I can say this cluster of 3 double crochets is a pineapple. And when I say pineapple, you would think cluster of 3 double crochets anyway. If I'm saying in the pattern in the beginning that a cluster of 3 double crochet is a pineapple, when I say pineapple later, you would know that it's a cluster of 3 double crochets, right? So the test would begin here. I really don't know how it will turn out, but we're going. Oh, okay. Not clear at all. So it's getting darker here, but this is how it looks like until now, and I like how it turns out. So I'm going to add some rows, maybe 2 more rows, but of this color, and make the final border, and it will be done. And those rows add some length to the cardigan too, so that's cool. Only the sleeves will just remain like this, but it's okay. It was not long to make, so I finished it anyway. And here it is. Ta-da! Let's try it on. And here it is. I don't know if I should have made 2 rows of single crochets around this but there is just a single one here that I really like how it looks. It's like a kimono vibe. Maybe I will make an individual tutorial of this, but no need to make the full thing, as you guys already know how to make the octagon. It'll be a good idea to include it in the ultimate guide too. I have an idea for the hoodie. I thought about a first version, but now we can have 2 versions. Okay, the list of pattern to write and tutorials to shoot is getting longer again. Wish me luck and strength and patience and healing of my back. See you very soon, guys, and thank you for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you actually liked this video, and subscribe if you want more. And tell me if the subtitles of the French tutorial is clear. There's a funny solution for the English version if I really have to post 2 videos of the 2 languages, is to download the subtitles in English and generate a voice from it. That would be the final solution if the subtitles are not working out good. You tell me.